This week, I am a bellend. Chloe does not belong in the kitchen, and David talks about his favourite sandwich ever.
God, I love that sandwich so much. Oh, I miss it. I really sorry.
You miss it?
This is the intro. I'm sorry.
This is the intro. You miss a sandwich.
Oh, I miss it. Well, I don't deliver to that area anymore, so I don't get to,
I feel like
eat it.
I feel
I'm not
like
going to go out of my way, like 25 minutes, drive there.
It's only 25 minutes away. You
I
didn't
would
say that.
sandwich. I would definitely make the dedication.
Getting there. All right. Then
Yeah, but if it's
but
that
you
good,
said it's the
only
best sandwich
25
ever.
minutes. Yes, for 25 minutes. You're telling me you're not going to go drive 25 minutes for the best sandwich ever?
Yeah. The price of gas right now is just, skyrocketing.
It's not for you in America.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, but that's what I'm used to. Again, it still is. I understand. But
Tom. If he wastes gas, he can't buy another tool for his DIY.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, we are explaining so much that people don't understand because they've not got to that part in the podcast yet. So we should probably start, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. You know what? I genuinely forgot how I started the podcast. What do I do again?
You need to.
Well, let's strap down. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So I go, let's strap down, let's strap it in, and then something about doing it. Let's do it. Yeah. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
This is Just Another Trucking Podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom. I'm bringing a very different energy this week. I don't know why. Well, this is the energy we're bringing. Fuck it. This is what we're going with.
Is that what you always
What is
bring?
the energy?
I don't know. It feels weird, doesn't it? I'm kind of into
I
it.
never really understand when you say that. I'm like, okay. But what happened last week? It was kind of the same last week and the week before that.
The same all the time.
When you bring like a certain energy to something,
You bring I think you're bringing the average energy that you normally bring.
Yeah.
And then if you,
I feel like you'd have a
No,
different
'cause
voice
sometimes-
for different energies.
yeah, that's right. I think sometimes you bring in like a kind of very excitable energy.
Okay, but
Sometimes you kind of bring in a mellow energy. Sometimes you bring in an energy where you're like, you know what? I'm here. But I want to fucking annoy everyone. Like I just want to just annoy the
that
fuck
seems
out
like
of people.
every
Yeah.
week.
It's not
we're
every
on.
week. That's just
Okay, I'm just giving. You said annoy us. Yeah, every week.
I mean, I feel like that's the energy you're bringing this week. You've interrupted this entire intro. You've ruined everything.
You interrupted yourself by saying, as in, like, this is the energy. But yeah, whatever.
I think I might have done actually.
You
Now
did-
that I'm thinking about
you
it,
did ruin it by saying we're going to be professional in this one as well.
Yeah, we actually tried.
That's not a good start. Let's be honest.
Hashtag nailing it. Right. Anyways, we also have David. Hello, David.
Hello,
How are you
everybody.
this week?
How are you all doing?
We have Chloe.
Hello.
Chloe. Hello.
See, that's
Fucking
a weird
hell.
energy. Hello.
Yeah, you
There
got
you
bring
go.
your fucking. You've been watching more Bluey by any chance?
Maybe. A little bit.
A lot more Bluey. It's
I've seen all
everywhere
of them,
now.
though. I've seen all
It's
of them.
fucking everywhere.
Someone at Costco yesterday was singing the theme song to that, and it was stuck in my head for like 2 hours after
What,
that. As
just
well, 'cause they
literally
started singing
singing it?
along in my head. Well, it's to our kids,
Oh, okay.
so-
It wasn't just
yeah,
randomly
so-
singing it.
Have you ever seen? I can't remember who it is, but like the daughter of the dad of Peppa Pig was on Graham Norton.
Yeah, I think I've
and
heard him
she's-
on the radio. Yeah, I've seen the clip, actually.
And she says, "Oh, my dad's Peppa Pig's dad," and he's in the audience, and he stands up and he talks, and I thought, he'd be putting on a bit of a voice, but he just talks exactly like it, and
I actually don't know what he sounds like, or she sounds like, or whatever.
It's very, very weird hearing his voice coming out of that mouth, because I'll level with you. I have watched more Peppa Pig.
He's got a pretty
than-
intense voice, David. Like,
He does, yeah.
sounds
I've
like
watched
he's
more
putting
Peppa
it
Pig
on.
than
It's quite
I
deep,
should
isn't
have.
it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the same thing with Bandit from Bluey.
It's his voice.
You can't believe. Oh my god, that's actually his real voice, and like it sounds cool. Like if I was Australian, that's the kind of voice I'd want. It's just It's just,
So I must listen to this.
that
That. I think Cars, like Disney Cars.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Yeah, that is good.
Like I watched so much Disney Cars. Like genuinely a disgusting amount of that. The amount of times, like to the point where like I could near enough word for words say what they're about to say on there, and yeah,
It is a good film,
it was
though, isn't it?
bad. It's awful. It's so
What? I love it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the first few times, maybe the first 10 times I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's all right. And
What?
after that, I'm just like, oh,
It's a
fuck. I
great
just
film. Have you not seen
cannot.
number 3?
Number
Oh,
3.
that's when he retires, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or he becomes a crash derby car or something like that.
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah, but he has a trainer. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys if you've not watched it. You need to
And
watch
there's
it.
also, there's,
It's a
you know,
yellow
there's
car
Mater's
in it.
stories.
Yeah.
Oh, Mater
Like, there's
Stories.
a whole, like, mini-series of
Yeah.
Mater.
Yes, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny right there.
Yeah.
That's funny right there. It's so fucking
Man,
bad.
that movie made him what he and like that was a good good gig for him.
I
'Cause
don't know
he
who
would
it
faded
is.
he would have faded away just like the rest of the comedians.
So it was basically it's that guy. It's called Larry the Cable Guy. They did make a film called Larry the Cable Guy does something. I can't remember exactly what it was, and it was fucking awful. Like one of them ones where it's one of them films where you'd walk out halfway through. It's like that.
I've
bad.
never walked out of a movie.
Oh, fuck it, you would. If you watched that one, I'm sure you would. I've never done it before. I nearly did it with the Borderlands film. I had to go to the toilet halfway through Borderlands because my son wanted to watch it, but he was so excited for it, so I had to sit there with him. And he still talks about it today, and he's so excited whenever he talks about it. And I'm like, but it was such a bad film. But he loved it. He fucking loved it. But like, Larry the Cable Guy was one of these, these stand-ups where they've got a gimmick and like they just go hard into that gimmick. Like there's a guy I watch.
Jeff Foxworthy, he always did his
Yes.
you're a redneck if you're blah 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 blah
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to think, there's a dwarf and I can't think what his name is, and he does he did stand up in like Iraq and stuff like that for the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I can't think of, but all of his humor is based on his height. All
Why not?
of his humor. I mean, which is
Warwick.
fine,
Not Warwick?
but no.
No.
This is a stand-up community.
It's recent enough, isn't it? Or
Yeah. He's on TikTok and stuff like that. And
yeah,
some of
I
his stuff is
think I've seen
genuinely
him.
quite funny.
It's actually quite funny.
Brad
yeah.
Williams.
Maybe.
Brad Williams.
Possibly.
It's the only one when you search famous.
Yes, Brad Williams. That's him there.
Yeah.
And he is fucking funny, but you watch enough of his stuff and you're like, wow, give me something else. Just something else. Anything else. Like, is it the same thing as, do you know when you watched X Factor? Is it no? Is X Factor one with
X Factor's the
like
auditions.
America's Got Talent and Britain's
yeah,
Got Talent
yeah.
and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then you have like these comedians where they just lean into one thing, and like this one thing's really funny, and you're like, you're watching it, and like they'll have like a 5-minute set on there when it is fucking funny, but you do think, how do you expand on that? How do you
Mhm.
make this any bigger? And Larry the Cable Guy was that guy. He was someone where he had a little hook. It was kind of funny, and people were really into it. Much not unlike the like Crazy Frog and stuff like that, where people are just really into that one specific thing. And somehow he managed to get Mater for Cars, and I don't know how the hell he did it, but that was a genius move because I think he knew as well. I'm pretty sure he knew his time was coming to an end.
So he
He
had to
volunteered to do
do-
a Cars.
You didn't
voiceover.
volunteer anything. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
that-
he got into it.
He will have gone for that, like, because Mater's like the main character, isn't
True.
he?
True
Ma-
that.
no,
You
he's not the
don't
main
see
character.
him.
Lightning McQueen is the main character.
Yeah, but he's one of the
he was
main.
the main
okay,
character of the
okay.
second movie.
I was going to say,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's the main character of the series. He becomes the breakout hit, doesn't he?
Not in the third film, he
Um,
doesn't.
Is he not in the third film?
He's in the third film, but he's not as like dominant in the third film.
I've just realised we spent like 50 minutes already talking about cars. This is where we're going.
But
Well,
yeah,
Ruin that one.
what were
I
we
know, I
talking
know.
about?
Well, we were talking about the films that kids make you watch, where you've had to watch it so many times.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but Logan watches like Jurassic World and stuff like that, and I can watch that over and over.
That's
again.
fucking great.
I can
That's so
easily watch
good.
that so many times.
Super Mario Brothers, the new Super Mario Brothers
Oh,
movie.
it's so
I can
good.
watch that over and over. I don't care if it's on all day on repeat.
You know, I've never
I
seen
am
it.
happy.
It's really good.
Oh my god,
Logan-
I love that movie so much.
Logan's desperate to watch Minecraft, the movie.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have to watch that as well. He watches
Yeah.
a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah, that's
My
gonna be watched
kids
a lot.
don't want to watch it, but I know when it comes out, they will want to watch it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's going
Logan's
to be
desperate to
interesting.
watch it. Why are you not thinking you're gonna like that one?
It just doesn't look good.
It doesn't, no, but
It
I reckon
really
it'll be
looks just awful, but
good. It'll
you
be
know, who
good.
knows?
The kids will love it. Logan's been watching Moana 2 recently. That's a good one.
Oh, I love that one. That was
Have
very
you seen the
good.
second one? It's really good, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah. The first one's great as well. It gives me goosebumps
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. I
You know
watched
what I
the
mean?
There's a
second
live
one.
action remake of it, and it's supposedly like I think there's some. It looks not bad.
They're really good films. I mean, the storyline isn't as good, I don't think, in the second film. It's almost just a bit blasé, but it's good. It's still a very good, entertaining film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it.
I would quite
Um,
happily watch kid films over zombie
yeah.
films any day.
Well, you think you'd watch the news over zombie films, so
Well,
there you go.
yeah.
That's not really saying much.
I tried to get Logan into Lord of the Rings the other day, but he got terrified
Ooh.
by it.
Oh, yeah, I
Maybe
could
it
see
is
that.
a bit too scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite topic, by the way, what we're doing. But I don't know. Here's the thing. I was thinking about this. So the few people that we actually have listen to us every week, you know what I mean? Surely they know by now. It isn't like we've pretty much ran out of trucking stuff to think of or to talk about.
We definitely haven't. There's always trucking stuff.
There's always
it's just
trucking
that
stuff?
it's just that we get sidetracked by fucking stuff. That's all it is.
Like I love talking about the stories. It's just some of the stories I can't tell because it'll make me look bad.
For legal reasons. I actually can. I tell you what, I have a story for you this week
Yeah.
where
Always
I
got a story.
fucked up.
Go on then.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm the bad guy in this story. Like, it's
You're the
real
bad
bad.
Go
It's
on.
real bad.
Go on.
This does not look good on me in the slightest.
When does
But
it
I'll-
ever?
Oh no, this is quite bad.
When he saves somebody from jumping over a bridge, maybe. I don't know. That kind of
No,
made
no,
him
no,
look
no.
good. It was like, look at me, I'm a hero.
No, this
Sorry.
is
Yeah.
this
I'm
is
such a bad person. Oh, look at me.
I'm waiting for a call from my. In fact, to be honest, with you, I was watching my phone all day for my transport manager calling me about this because I was like, I'm sure I've got a complaint, and
Oh,
if I
okay.
do,
Go on then. What have you
if
done?
I have a complaint about this,
Are you going to be proud?
no, I'll just like, yeah, I fucked up. I don't. There's not. I've so little defense. It's so I'm on this little windy road, and you can't pass. And I've got a truck in front of me, an Arctic in front of me,
Yeah.
and he's just going so slow all the way up it. Fucking like maximum speed is like 20 miles an hour. I was like, I need to get past you. You are so fucking slow, and it's like another 3.
Let me guess,
4
he was going the
miles.
speed limit.
Oh no! He was going way too slow. Just he was going way too slow. And I know there's this one bit where it opens up and you can get 2 trucks past each other, and it's a big straight hill, and then you can see it kind of winds round to the right and then up to the left. But I also know as well, as you get further up, if you got weight on, you also slow down significantly. So
Right.
I'm waiting for this little bit, and then as I'm coming up, I then get into the right-hand side, ready to go, and you just sit in the middle of the road. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I'm like, I'm there, it's still in the middle, so I come back over, and the van's starting to come towards us a little bit. And again, this is all slow speed. We're doing 15 miles an hour at this point here, yeah.
Right.
So this is slow speed shit. Picking up maybe it's like 20 miles an hour, this van passes us, and we're still going slowly. And I was like, right, time to go. And I start going, and as I go, this truck picks up speed. And I'm pretty sure he does it on purpose, but
Right.
that's by the by, because I'm like, fuck it, I am going for this shit. And as I'm starting to go for it, I see a car starting to come down this little windy bit towards us.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit. I'm now very committed to my actions here, and I should
How
not
far
have done
past
this.
are you even? What percentage are you past?
Yeah,
them?
how far past?
Oh, I'm alongside him at this point.
And you're still committing yourself?
Oh, I'm still fully
But
fucking
he,
committed.
How
he
fast-
I
at this
am.
point.
How
I
fast
am
are
sixth
than you were
gear
going
and
to them?
fucking going, son.
So how much is he picking up speed now, though? At this point, is he picked up?
Enough to cause me problems.
But is this not
And-
the bit where he should be going slower now?
Well, yeah, he should be starting to go slower, and he should really. I'm sure he picked up speed on purpose. I'm sure he did.
What an asshole!
But that being said, I also should have backed off and come back around him. And I was like, no, I'm fucking gone for this, lad.
Okay.
Anyways, we got to this corner, and I had to try and dive in front of him in this corner. This car had to slam its brakes on.
Oh my
He
God.
blared his horn, and I was like, well, we're gone. So that's what we're doing. I had one of my mates that was like a couple of cars behind me up here. Like, so there's me, a few cars, and then him, and then the car driver apparently gave him shit because he's obviously company colours and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh
And
no!
I was just like, you know what? I'm not slowing down. We're just fucking gone. And I just fucking sent it down this fucking road. And so yeah, I was checking my phone all day. I was like, I'm gonna get a phone call, and if I get a phone call,
It's well deserved.
I don't have a
Tom.
defense here.
That could have
Yeah,
gone
it was-
so badly.
It was quite bad. Like it was one of them moments where like, you kind of come out being like, well, maybe I shouldn't have a license. Maybe that was a mistake on their part. Yeah.
Wow, I'm a little bit gobsmacked.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't
I mean,
particularly proud of myself.
I mean,
coming
I'm
out of
almost
this.
the only bit I can say is that the guy on the inside lane maybe should have not accelerated off.
No, he should have done, but at the same time, I should have also backed off.
No, I know. No, yeah, I'm 100% agreeing that you're being a dick here and you should have backed off. But I'm also saying at this point, he should have gone, fuck, you're going. I would just come straight off the accelerator and just let it happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are a bell end. That is 100% on you. Let's be honest. I was giving you a
Oh,
little
he's
bit
not.
of
He's not.
green light
He's
there.
not denying it. He straight up.
Oh no!
off the bat.
I am
Yeah,
definitely not
yeah.
denying it. I
just-
this
don't-
was one of my least proudest moments.
I don't think I've ever done something so stupid.
Thanks, man.
No, I
don't
appreciate
think I
it.
have.
I appreciate that. I was hoping that
Because-
there might be some stories coming
Okay,
out
well,
here,
maybe
but
I have.
no.
Hold on a second. Here's the thing. Sometimes you may have done something stupid and you may not realize
Mm-hmm.
it. Look, there's some times where, okay, you've heard of all these pileups that happen in like Wyoming during the ice storm
Seen
and all
them
that
as
kind
well,
of thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I bet that half the truck drivers out there, all right, would have been in that pileup too. All right, because nobody was putting chains on. All right, if you're the only
Right.
bell end with chains on, there's something wrong with you. You know, when you should have had chains on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I never was in a pileup, but I can't say that I wasn't going to be one of them. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's just that a lot of times you don't realize that the roads are that icy. Okay, as in like I'm sure a lot of those cars weren't going 60 miles an hour. Sometimes you can even be going 30 miles an hour. Like, oh shit, I'm still going 30 and I'm trying to slow down. You know what I mean? It's just so there's been some times when I probably should have. There was definitely one time that I definitely should have put chains on. I was going down a hill. I was empty. I just wasn't very good at it. And it's just going to take me an hour. And all I have to do is get down the hill. And it was just, you know what I mean? Nothing happened. Again, it was
Right,
just
okay.
one of those stories that nothing whatsoever happened, but something could have
But it
happened.
could have done. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And would I
Yeah.
have been able to stop? And this is before I really understood. I got asked this question one time by one of the management guys or whatever. He was in charge of training. And he asked me, as in like, so why do we put chains on? And I'm like looking at him stupid. I'm like, so we can get going, so we can get unstuck or whatever. I'm like, no, that's not why we do it. We do it so we can slow down. All right, that is your number one, because most of the time, 90% of the time, you don't need chains to actually get going. All right, but you do to stop, and that's why you
Mhm.
put. And a lot of people question too. Why do you put chains on a trailer? As in, like you know, it's just so the trailer doesn't drift off on you when you brake. And that has
Yeah.
happened to me, as in like where I only put chains up on the drives. I only put like basically I'll just put it on one axle when you're supposed to have them on all the drive axles, even if they're moving or not, whatever. But as in like, so I'd never bothered with the trailer. It was just not till that I actually realized that, like, yeah, the amount of times where I've had where I hit the brake and all of a sudden the trailer starts drifting to the left or to the right, then you got to let go of the brake just so the trailer gets right behind you again. And it was just more like, but if I had chains on, no, that wouldn't have happened, you know. So it was just one of those things that I didn't learn it too late. I never got into an accident while I was in the snow, so you know what I mean. It's just like you know, but again, it's just there's a lot of luck involved.
That is, I think that's actually it, because if the car hadn't come on ahead, I'd have just got past him. You know, I could have continued to the corner, got in, absolutely not a problem at
We'd
all.
never hear about
It
How
was-
far away from your corner were you? Like, was it quite far off,
No, it wasn't that far
or
away.
was it a bit like?
but-
"Meh,"
it was kind of, yeah, it was a bit.
it was pushing it.
It was pushing it, but because he was going so slow up until that bit there, I was like, yeah, we can do this. Fucking, we'll go full send. But I think that there is all that. There's a lot of things that you do as a truck driver, or maybe not a lot. But there's that occasional thing that you do where you're like, I'm going to go down this little road here to try and squeeze through. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And sometimes it's just a matter of luck if you become a bell end or if you're not a bell end. And this is one of them times where I pushed my luck. Luck was not on my side, and I became the bell end.
Well, it was, because let's be honest, it could have ended a lot worse.
When before
it couldn't, with the slow speed, and everyone could have seen. It wasn't that. It was never dangerous, but it
was
didn't
dangerous.
look good on me. Was what it
Mhm.
really did here.
And when
because
did you do this? What day?
Friday.
Friday.
okay, nice and
Have
I
you
mean,
not heard anything yet?
No,
There's probably going to be
we'll
a
see on
snotty
Monday.
email about it with a video, no doubt, over the weekend.
of course there's a video.
Yeah.
There's always a video.
Yeah, there's going to be
Yeah.
dash cam.
When before I moved to America, right, I'd have no problem overtaking any cars, trucks. I there could be 15 cars in front of me and I'll overtake them all, because a lot of times the guy behind the slow car won't do it, and the guy behind him is like, "Ooh, I don't like overtaking 2 cars at once." And then the guy behind him is like, "I'm not going to overtake 4 cars at once." You know what I mean? So it just keeps on piling up, and not me at the end. Fuck that. I'll overtake them all. And if there's a car coming, I'll flash my lights, or I'll push the guy out of the way. I was just a teenager.
Savage.
I was terrible. I thought I was the best driver in the world. You know, I still think that I was awesome. I'm still awesome. I'm the best driver. No, kidding. I look back on that right now, and I just want to punch myself in the face. You know what I mean? It's like, geez, the reckless driving that I did. You know, and
Yeah.
so, and then I moved to America, and well, most of the time it's freeways, and I never overtake anything. I never took, you know, it was just, and now I go back to Ireland, I can't overtake anybody. I'm the guy behind the slow guy. I don't like overtaking. It actually makes me nervous now. You know, I am such a nervous driver now. I don't know. I'm afraid what people are going to think of me, and I might get in trouble. You know what I mean? Before, I didn't care what anybody thought of me. I go down the main street of the town. I see somebody I know. I'll honk that horn for 15 seconds. You know what I mean? Not giving 2 shits. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, beep. You know what I mean? Like, just a little, maybe. You know, I don't know. It's just, I got it. But I'm so different than what I used to be. Obviously, I am. You know, I'm not a teenager anymore. You know what I mean? But like, what were you guys like? Were you,
I was terrible.
yeah, as in because you're a female, or 'cause surely you're
Whoa.
athletic too. You know?
No. I was very good, actually. Well, I can't say I was amazing, but I could drive. I could reverse. I was fine, you know.
Mhm.
A little Audi A3 as my first car, a little 1.8 turbo, so it's a fast little beast.
Yeah.
And my boss told me off once for wheel spinning into the yard when I first started. And then they put me through my license. I used to push my luck a little bit when I was in my Audi, like first driving. I would speed. I I would text on my phone. This is how bad I was.
Oh.
Honestly, I was really bad. And
Did you have
I admit
T9?
that now.
Oh,
Hey?
you didn't have T9 back then when you were driving. Oh, yeah, because you're a young one, aren't you? T9. Basically,
I know what you're talking about. And
So-
I'll be honest with you, there was a moment of like kind of flashback moment when you mentioned
That's like
it.
the old. No, I had like I can't remember what I had at the moment. I think it was the top
I will
Nokia,
also
one of the flat
do
screens.
you want to explain
ones.
it though?
Oh, well, okay.
T9, because for the people who don't know what we're talking
T9
about.
is you don't have a keyboard. You're just using the numbers on you're using the
Oh,
letters
the original
underneath the numbers.
text. Yeah,
The
yeah,
original
where
text.
you're going through the
But
you're going through the.
There was a lot
number
of
text.
predictive. There was still some
Yeah.
predictive text in it all.
Mm.
But a lot of
Oh, yeah, I
times you
used to
would
have one of those.
Predictive.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you could just text without looking. So a lot of times when I texted, I would just text without looking because I just, you just knew,
can
you just
remember,
knew
yeah.
what to do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So a lot of people back in the day, yeah, that's of course you still had to read the text message. But I think sometimes I always kind of argue with people. I wouldn't argue with, as in like, when they made cell phone and texting illegal to do it when you're driving, they basically made it more dangerous because people used to be able to text message with their cell phone and up in front of their eyes or in front of the road, right next to the road when they're looking. But now they have to text away down here, and they got to take their eyes completely off the road. You know what I mean? So in a way,
can't do that now.
They kind of. You really?
Do you not have the new AI camera? Well, I guess it's America.
Do what?
Like in the UK we have AI cameras.
Yeah.
And basically they're way high up, so they can see
straight down.
They can look down and they can see what's on your lap.
Yeah.
And as you're going past, they'll see if you've got a seatbelt on, and it works out if you're on the phone or if something like that.
But do you have a roof above your head? What the hell?
Yeah,
No,
but your
'cause the
windscreen is
car-
sloped, isn't it? It's like such an angle that it looks straight in your windscreen.
I suppose you're right. Yeah.
And so it can basically look in as you're doing it.
And I'm fully on board with that. I think they should do whatever they can do to keep people safe. I can't believe that there's cars that can go over the speed limit. That's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to go over the speed limit.
Why are you smiling as you say this?
Me? Oh, I don't know. It's just. I'm sorry. Tom was making a face because I was kind of ready for him to give me an example. But you know what I mean?
You know what? In my car, I sit at 66.
Yeah.
I never speed into my car because I'm like,
no, nor do I.
Yeah, it feels just too fucking expensive
but
nowadays for that shit. Although I did actually
drive Julie at like 50 miles an hour.
I did last week once.
No, I've had my enjoyment
Danger.
in going fast. You know what I mean? I've been 130 miles an hour. You know what I mean? It was absolutely fun as hell. I shouldn't have doing it, and that was before I moved to America.
How fast? 130?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I used to always, basically my job was driving cars from the town we're in to the main city. Where the other dealership was, so I had to go back and forth, collect parts and all that kind of stuff. But I always like to beat my time. You know what I mean? Because I used to do it like 3 times a day sometimes, but I did it every day for the summer. But one of the cars was like a nice little faster one, and that was great. There was just one spot. Again, it's a 2-lane road, but you can see all the way, and it's got a tiny little bit of a downhill, just the tiniest little bit, but the road is smooth. Oh, I love it. As in but anyway, that was where I got to really test my speed. But fucking Egypt, I'm a bloody Egypt back then. I really was.
Do you think you can get a speeding ticket in a push bike?
I don't know.
You can get pulled by police for doing it. Technically, you could, but a speeding ticket would require you to have a license plate.
Okay, because when I used to go on my push bike,
does it?
Well, an
what if you don't have a license plate?
automatic speeding ticket. So technically, on
like
you have to have a license
speed
plate
camera.
for a speed camera. But technically, you could get a speeding ticket off a copper, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I used to speed all the time in my on my push bike. Go through 20,
So did I,
30.
Ever since I got my trucking license in America, I just worked so hard on keeping it clean. I've never gotten one speeding ticket. I've got pulled over a couple of times, but only for going 5 over. So you always get a warning for 5 over. I think I maybe twice. Oh, one time I got pulled over for doing 10 over, but I talked my way out of that one. I couldn't believe it.
Oh no, you can't. In the UK, you cannot be issued a speeding ticket for cycling. As speed limits are only acceptable or applicable for motor vehicles. However, cyclists can be prosecuted for careless or dangerous driving. And basically,
What, while driving, literally driving.
yeah, Road Traffic Act, 1984, Rule 124 of the Highway Code states that speed limits are for motor vehicles, not bicycles. So there you go.
What about running?
Thank you, Gemini.
Skateboarding. Now, and what defines could you have
Well, horse
an
riding.
Well, a motor would define a motor. Sorry.
What about horse riding? So you're effectively riding on a
What about
motor, aren't you? You're riding on a Mustang.
jetpack? You know?
Well, technically, but then it's I think that's like was that the CE
Oh,
Civil
the
Aviation
Yeah,
What
Organization.
about with the
yeah.
electric push bikes?
Such a weird
well,
sentence. Electric push bike.
well,
Yeah.
so there's a kind of like there's a point in which there's something on one of them, and I can't remember. I think it might be the throttle in the UK, anyways. If it's got like a proper throttle on it, then it's a motorized vehicle, and it has to be like kind
Yeah.
of done. I'm sure it's the I'm sure it's a throttle on it. That's what you're not allowed to. So we saw the police like looking at one on the side of the road the other day, and I'm sure they did seem to be looking at the throttle. Exactly.
Anyway, David, what's new with you? What have you been up to?
Well, somebody wants to change the topic right away, doesn't she?
Wow.
Whoa.
You got somewhere to be there, Chloe? I think we could have easily stretched this out for a while.
No, Whoa. I was just genuinely being polite and seeing how you're getting on.
Oh, I couldn't be happy with life. I get to do construction around the house. I get to buy tools. Tools. I bought a lot of tools in the last month. Holy shit.
See, I know you've done a lot of work in your house, and we'll get onto that in a second because I know you're chomping at the bit to talk about this. But
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. Is there getting close to being a point with all of the tools that you've bought and all of the stuff that you bought where it probably would have been cheaper just to get someone in to do it?
That's a good. I was actually talking about that with my wife, and I said to her, as in like, shut the fuck up. I really needed it. All right.
So this is a point that your missus had then.
No, I brought it up one time because I was like so annoyed that I'm like, oh my god, I need another thing. I was like, geez, I might as well have just hired somebody. But then I was like, you know what? No. Even if it did cost me just the same amount, if it was to hire somebody, I have this tool forever now, and I can work it on the next project and the next project and the next project. You know,
I agree with that.
And,
yeah.
Well, it's not just that, but also there's also the fact that you can look at that and be like, I did that.
Yeah.
exactly.
There's a certain
You
level
know?
of
Hard-earned
pride
cash.
that
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the spray painter. Now, here's the thing. So I bought a spray painter. Now it's a pretty decent one. You know, it's like $250, but it's got like a long hose. Because if you Amazon spray painter, a lot of times it's just a handheld thing. You know, where you got a little jug underneath it that twists onto the bottom. Okay, but anyway, so those are the cheap ones. I have one of them too. It cost me $20. You know, but then there's the one that I have where you could just put it straight into the paint bucket and all that kind of stuff. You know,
That's
but
pretty cool.
so I learned that I'm not the best DIYer. I really am not. I've learned that just because you see people do something on YouTube, it doesn't mean that that's what you're supposed to do. I would watch a ton of people spray paint because what they do, you get the doors. All right, you take the doors off the hinges, and then you actually stick some hooks to the very top of it, and then you get a clothes hanger, and now you have it hanging. Now you can spray paint away. All right. So I did that with all of my all the doors on the cabinets. All right, and I sucked at it. I absolutely sucked. I did what they did. You know what I mean? As in, like, it turns out, if you're a professional, that's what you're supposed to do. A professional meaning is like just because you get paid for it, but it's like if you know what you're doing. I didn't really know what I was doing. So what I was supposed to do is lay them flat, and then spray. That's what I was supposed to do because every single fucking door that I had drip marks.
Yeah.
All
'cause
right.
You gone too
And
thick.
they're a bitch to get out. I got really
Yeah.
good at it though. Like I got really good at getting those out. You know what I mean? But so
So you
this-
learn a
this is
new
like a-
skill through mistakes.
oh,
So this is like a sprayer, basically. It's like a
It's a
kind
paint
of like.
sprayer.
yeah.
So I remember when I was a kid, we used to have this thing that was actually like pretty good for doing stuff like that. It was called a brush, a paint brush.
Nah, I
And
didn't want brush
basically it
marks.
had, like, brush.
I didn't want brush marks. It's the
It's
thing.
like
Have
strip
brush
marks.
Yeah, chances are, and it takes forever too. All right, seriously, I could do a door in 10 seconds. All right, once it's
Well,
hanging
no,
out
because you
there.
have to take away all the little globules, apparently.
Well, yeah, apparently, yeah. Okay, I'm just saying, but towards the end, once I finally did it, I got a better tip. It does a bunch of tips that you can actually add to the paint sprayer. So I got much better. All right, and because a lot of the time, what I would do is because there was these what would you call it, like a on the actual face of the door there was a design pattern. So it was like a half a centimeter deep, and those never didn't get a lot of paint in there. But I found when I was filling those holes, I was adding more paint to the flat part, just to fill those gaps. I was spraying too much. That's what was going on. So I figured,
Right.
that's eventually I just said, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to get a brush to that part. All right, that'll be very simple.
So
Up,
you used a
down,
brush
over.
anyways.
Yeah, I knew they would fucking say that. I'm like, oh, how can I fucking finish this without you fucking saying it? But yeah, there was a certain, and at the very top and at the very bottom, I found that when I was using that area, when I was like, you know what, a simple little brush will do that. You know, just because that doesn't take very long. It was just just to
How
get
many
the
doors do
actual.
you have?
Huh?
How many doors do you have?
Oh, I should know that. It was like 20 or something like that.
That's a lot of doors. Are these like cupboard doors as well?
Yeah,
or-
they're cupboard. There was drawers as well.
2,
You know,
3, 4.
hold on. There was 47 hinges. All right. So
I've got 4
So-
doors in my house.
I was gonna say, we have like a lot, including cupboards. We have 9, and I consider that quite a lot.
so
yeah, that's
like-
a
okay, so
lot.
all right, so if I had 47 hinges, that means that there was so 40 was it 46? So that's 26. No, hold on. What's fucking half of 46? 'Cause one of them had 3 doors.
23.
23. So there was 23 doors, and there was 1, 2, 3, and 7
lot of doors.
drawers.
Are some of these cupboards?
Yeah, they were all
Okay.
cupboards. There was like 23 of them were cupboards, and
Wow.
I had 7 drawers. So the drawers we didn't hang them up. I just took them out and spray painted them, masked them off, and all that kind of stuff, But yeah, there was quite a lot. You know what I mean? And yeah, there you go.
How long did it take you? Like if you did
Longer
it
than
well
I should have.
without the dripping.
Basically, I had 2 days. Yeah, well, I felt 2 days.
What color
3
did you
days.
do?
3 days. 3 days. 3 days. They're a grey, basically a medium grey.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah. Now, but of course, I'm still not done because now I have to actually paint the cabinets. I only did the doors, and so I didn't actually get the the other parts yet. So
we have we've got 2 doors that I need to hang. So
Mhm.
I need to go on YouTube and work out how the fuck do you hang a door? Because I have no idea.
What do
I've
you
never
mean
done it.
hang
absolutely, there's
door?
nothing wrong with that. YouTube
Never-
is great
never
for
done
that
it
kind of
before.
stuff.
Have
David.
you hung a door before?
Yeah, I've actually, our door. I don't know about you guys, but at our major box store, home improvement store, we it comes with the I
Hinges
can't
and
remember what it's
everything
called.
normally.
It comes with the door hinges, the door whatever, and that comes with the frame.
Yeah.
All right, is it
Yeah. Door frame,
okay?
yeah.
I wasn't too sure if you.
What, installed?
No,
they're
quite
all
often
it's
you'll
all
get it
connected.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you just have to take that part and then line it up with the hole in the wall.
Oh, yours is slightly different then. We have to do it with
Yeah.
put the door frame in
No,
stall
no, you-
normally.
Yeah, no.
And
but
then-
Like the
I've-
very
I've
bottom of the
gone-
door isn't connected. You know what I mean? As in like there's like a so it is okay. Well, sorry, at the very bottom of the door is, I suppose. I'm just saying it because you got your side, top,
Skirting board.
and side. Yeah, we don't have a skirting board basically.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there you go. We
Right,
just-
okay.
So
Wow.
and then you fit it
so
in
it's
there.
different.
So it's a little, but you can buy a door by itself where it's just just a door,
Yeah,
and
you
then you got
attach
to
it yourself. Yeah.
yeah. So
I think
I
you
did
should
put that
make
up one
a
time.
YouTube channel for your DIY.
Oh, I was recording a ton when I was doing it, and then I gave up. But the thing is, I feel like it would be a very unique the way I do stuff where
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
constantly
mean.
screwing up. I'm constantly screwing
I
up.
genuinely, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
This is how not to do it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So we have this mural that takes up the entire wall in the spare bedroom. So it's just basically of trees and at sunset or something, So it's like it's wallpaper.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So there's like 7 sheets of wallpaper, and I videotaped the whole thing, and I struggled because I did it by myself. I was going to wait for my wife to get up to where she could have it, but it's I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. Every video that I've seen, they're doing it themselves. So I'm gonna do it myself. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna learn from it. Worst case scenario, we buy a new one, or we just use paint instead. But what took me a long time though, because one of the things is that our walls over here are textured, so they're very bumpy. Like it's called orange peel. So basically, it's like the texture of an orange. All right, and while I find that a lot of Ireland,
Yeah, I know the
anyway,
ones.
a lot of Ireland is just flat, just a nice flat, smooth wall. God, I love it. I know, but so in order to put wallpaper on textured wall, you have to actually skim it. You gotta take
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta make it smooth.
Yep.
Oh wow, is that a learning experience for me?
It goes everywhere, doesn't it?
Wait,
Oh my!
so the
God.
actual wall is textured. It's not just the wallpaper that's textured, but the actual wall itself.
The
is
wall was
textured.
textured. Yeah, the wall was textured. The wallpaper was smooth, it's flat, whatever, blah blah. But the entire most walls in this country, I feel, are textured. It's to allow for cracks and
Like a fancy texture, or just like
no,
bubbly?
it's just like okay. If you look at an orange, all right,
right.
basically, and it's kind of like the texture of an orange, but maybe a little bit bigger bumps. They're just bumps. It's just rough. It's not smooth, and it makes it
like old school wallpaper over here, isn't it?
I suppose. I don't remember.
I'm looking at it now, and it's like it's flat, but like with bumps in it.
Yeah, it's flat with bumps.
It's rather than like it's flat. So the kind of the flat is on the it's kind of indented inwards rather than it being dented outwards, like the ones that we know.
Okay. Yeah,
Does that
but
make
anyway,
sense?
yeah. So I had to get.
I'm just googling it now.
I had to get drywall mud. I had to, compound joint stuff, whatever. So I had to get all that, and then I had to try smooth it out as possible. And I was trying to be cheap by not just, I don't know, it didn't work out very well, and I kept having to redo it every day and add a little bit here, add a little bit of there, add a little bit there, and then I realized I'm like, oh no, I need to actually paint this. Why would I want to paint it? It's going to be covered. Well, you want something for the glue, the adhesive that you got before the wallpaper to actually stick to, because it's not going to stick to the drywall compound very, very much. So then, okay, let's go ahead and let's give it a little, because it always says to make sure it's washed first. So I basically washed all the drywall compound off the wall and had to restart the entire thing. I really did. I was like, oh my God, it's gone. Everything I just did is gone. So I just screw it. I'm just going to use a ton of it. And I had it done in 2 hours. I was, so the last time I did it, I really knew what I was doing. It was just
So you learned a lot from that wall.
Oh my God. I am really good at learning from mistakes. I really.
But how does it
really
look now? Does it look good? And now
it
you're
looks great
proud of
now.
it.
Oh yeah, and then the mural is up too. So I did the wallpaper. Everything was smooth. Everything stuck perfectly, and I was like, yeah, good. So anyway, yeah, thanks for letting me talk about that, because yeah, that's basically been all my time off that I've had, or all my spare time or whatever.
You have time on.
No, time off. I consider my kids my job, so if I'm not watching my kids, I've got time off. You know what I mean? So
Chloe, I think you have 2 jobs.
Do you know what really annoys me? I should have had time off the art last week.
Go on.
Oh, there's Chloe changing the topic immediately. She's just like,
oh no! I'm sitting back. I can feel a rant. I can feel it.
You can faff around with your little DIY, playing designer pro man. I don't know what you want to be.
Construction worker.
That's the one. In real life, not a game. And poor me managed to fall over last weekend and really fuck up my knee. And I've been limping around for the last week and a half. 2 weeks at work.
So how did you fall over? What did you do? How did you fuck up?
Well, that's not the story. That's just,
okay. That's not the story. That's the lead up to the story.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
go
well-
on. I'm intrigued.
No, technically the fall over is the story, but it's not really that exciting. I just fell over. I was just trying to make David feel bad.
Oh, okay.
I fell over in
Okay.
a kitchen.
Okay.
I was making a sandwich.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah?
I'll stick to my day job.
How? What was the concept? What was the? So many
Was it a
questions.
complicated sandwich?
No. No, I was just making a sandwich.
Did you trip over a toy? Escape.
Nothing even exciting. My foot just slipped, and then my leg
On
went the wrong
something.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
And then-
nasty.
I thought, I landed on the floor and felt something snap. And that was as exciting as it got. And then I lay on the floor crying because I realised it fucking hurt and I couldn't get up. And since then,
Gotcha.
I've been in acne when I try and move it. I'm like, I can walk now. It's fine. I've had to for the last 2 weeks. So I've been
Yeah.
painstakingly cracking on with work, limping. But of course, because I'm limping, everyone that knows me, they're going, "Oh, you're all right. What have you done?" Like, nothing.
Ugh.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're like, "No, what have you done?" I'm like, "It's really not that exciting, mate." They're like, "What have you done?" I was like, "For fuck's sake!" I was in the kitchen
You could have made
and I
some.
fell over, and then they just look at me like, "You were in the kitchen." I'm like, "Yeah, of all fucking places, that's where I did it."
What sort of sandwich was it?
Was it a
Bacon
complicated
and
one?
egg. It was a good one.
Oh, fucking A.
Don't worry, I didn't damage the
Okay.
sandwich. The sandwich
Right,
was
the
fine.
sandwich is all right.
Yeah,
White or brown
Gotcha.
bread?
white. It was like
Okay.
ciabatta rolls, like cheesy ciabatta rolls.
Okay. God damn.
Cheese
God damn.
ciabatta
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can.
they were pretty good.
I can. I can
Yeah.
live with that. I saw someone at Subway,
Oh my god.
and they had one there, like their breakfasts there, and well, there was two things because like they had like a boiled egg, and they just cut the boiled egg in half, and then
What,
that
at
was like
Subway?
that at Subway, yeah. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then the guy put it on brown bread, and I was like, "Honestly, you've just ruined that." I mean, what
He's
the
trying
fuck
to be
is?
healthy, isn't he, with that?
Oh, with the bacon and the sausage and the fucking like the
Oh,
egg and
okay.
shit.
I thought maybe
Yeah.
the boiled egg might have been the healthy version. but-
No, that was
Since
the
when
egg.
do they do boiled eggs at Subway?
Yeah, that's what you can get.
I've
Yeah.
not
I
been
love
there for
boiled
a long
eggs.
time.
I cut a boiled egg in half all the time, add a little mayo, and there we go. It's just a nice little protein snack.
Had a little mayo.
Just a little
Do
bit
you mean
of mayo.
like to make a mayo sandwich, like mix it up?
No. I just eat it. I cut the boiled egg in half. I add a little mayo on top of it, just a little, and then I eat it. I know mayo is made out of eggs. What?
Why did you add a bit of mayo?
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, have you ever had an egg salad sandwich? It's
Yeah,
basically
egg mayo
mayonnaise,
sandwich. Yeah, that's
mayonnaise,
a sandwich.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's a sandwich that's supposed to have that. Like that's
I
how that sandwich is
know,
made.
but there's nothing wrong with adding mayonnaise to egg. It's just
I
basically I'm
can't-
just skipping the bread
ratio's
part.
off though. The ratio's off.
Yeah, no, this
'Cause
doesn't
the-
work
the
for me
good
at
flavour
all.
comes from the
You're
mix-
losing the audience
mixing.
here, David.
Well, you can mix it in your mouth. You know what I mean? You put half
Don't-
the egg in your
Don't
mouth.
ever say that
Okay.
sentence ever again.
All right, no, I've done
please.
this as well. I put half an egg in my mouth. Forgot I put the mayonnaise in it, so I kept the egg in my mouth.
No.
And then I got the mayonnaise, then squirted the mayonnaise into my mouth, and then I started chewing it up. And there we go. We have egg salad right there. What? What did I say?
I don't know. I don't know how to take that.
I don't think we can continue. Chloe. I think. Well, on that
Like-
note, thank you.
Like, I
Oh, come
love
on,
an
you've
egg
never
sandwich
squirted
sandwich.
a condiment in your mouth?
No.
I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What the fuck?
Why?
But
Why?
not
Okay.
egg and
Why
then
did you?
mayo.
Why did you?
What have
okay,
you
so
squirted in your mouth?
Salad cream.
that look, those eyes.
Let me
wouldn't have even-
rephrase what I have just said.
Salad cream as a condiment. Was quite nice.
Okay, salad cream.
My
Very good.
favourite sandwich. All right, let's go back on sandwiches now. What's your favourite sandwich?
Oh, it's a good one.
I have one at the moment, and it is so specific. It is a tuna baguette,
Oh,
but
Mm.
it's from there's a place in Maryport that makes these tuna sandwiches, and I don't know how the fuck they do it. They are the single best tuna sandwiches. They just mix. You know how like sometimes you go places and you're like, oh, they've not got enough mayonnaise in there, or like there's just far too fucking. I'm like, this is a mayonnaise and tuna. It's not the ratio is just the wrong way around. It's perfect, and they season it like fuck. The baguette, like it's just got this thing of like the bagels always like baguette should say has always just got like a little bit of crunch to it, not too much, just a little bit of crunch.
Yeah.
God. Dang.
Yeah.
Like it is fucking fine. So I will say, egg mayonnaise. I do not like egg mayonnaise sandwiches at all, unless it is
bacon.
at a party.
Oh, okay.
And it's a buffet one.
It's the little buffet one. Really?
For whatever reason. Like if you give me an egg salad,
is that just because it's like little bite size?
I don't know what it is.
Triangles.
I don't know what it is, but if there is them egg mayo sandwiches at a party on like a buffet table, I will fucking eat them for days. I will just eat a whole plate of them.
Buffets are so good, even though like half the time the sandwiches have gone a bit crispy on the edge because they've got a bit of air to them.
Always, yeah.
And you know they're a bit dry and staly, but they're so good.
Yeah.
They're always so freaking good. Anyway,
there's always like you've got to kind of like I find as well sometimes because I'm very good at kind of just you've got to have because the thing is if you kind of you can pile your plate and people think, oh, that's a bit greedy, but if you keep going back, I think that's worse in some ways. So your best bet is to try and like
one walk through of shame and then you're there.
2 maximum. The same thing for carveries as well. Carveries are exactly the same. I will say them carveries where you go to them and you can only go once. I am the fucking master of that shit. I have it so like that's basically. Do you know when what is it?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
13 Encounters of the Close Kind or something like that. Is it? And he's making like the mashed potato tower on his plate. Basically, I make like a tower on my plate. And you just have to you got to be so careful with the gravy because obviously it's going to go everywhere otherwise.
Yeah, you got to balance it
and you've got to get everything in there. You've got to get the only thing is it's like a layer thing, and sometimes if you get the layers wrong, then you can get down so much shit at the bottom. And like you kind of like obviously I try to have like a tower of mashed potato, so I've always got that to work on as I go down through the layers. But
is that your favourite? Yeah, you got to leave the best till last. I find.
Yeah.
Well,
yes, I always leave the best. Kale laughs at me with pizza.
Yeah.
Because what I'll do is with pizza, I will always have. I'll work out what the best slices are and the ones that I like the most. I'll eat the worst slices and I'll work around. And I'll be like, I'll get in and I'll decide like, oh, is that one better? Is that one better there? That one's got slightly better ratio. It's got better crisp underneath it, shit like that. And then that one's the one that gets left. And then that way, I'm always left. But then sometimes you fuck up and like there's like a big bomb of tomato sauce in there, which I'm not a big tomato fan. So if there's like a bomb of tomato sauce, you're like, I've just ruined it. It's the last bite. I like the last bite to be the. I also like to not have a drink as well straight afterwards.
Yeah. You like to not have a drink?
Yeah, because then that taste, that flavor.
Yeah. Oh, I get you. All right. Speaking of buffets, let's talk about the line for a second. The buffet line. All right. Now, if you're so once you arrive at the restaurant, you get in a line. All right.
Yeah.
You get to the back of the line. All right. Now, you and everyone's lining up. Everyone's like this. Just everyone's moving one step at a time. And they get this food, and then they got to wait for the next food. All right. Is it okay to cut in line if you've already had your food, or do you have to get to the back of the line?
You've got to get back to the line.
You've got to get back in line.
But you've already been in line.
I know your point.
And sometimes you just want a quick little. You just got to reach in, grab that one thing. You're not getting a whole plate.
Yeah, but let's be honest. That you've not given them their chance to have it.
So,
if you butt in and take the last fucking prawn.
Well, you're not getting the last anything. Let's just presume there's enough for everybody.
Because at a carvery, there's usually 2 lines, isn't there? Because there's the meat line, because you got to go for your meat line first, and then that's the one. A lot of the time, the meat one you're not allowed to go. Why do they always hide the fucking Yorkshire puddings over by the meat one there? And it's like, no, you can't have. Oh, you can have 2 Yorkshire puddings. I'm sorry. Are these cost you too much fucking money? Give me some fucking more Yorkshire, you bastard.
like a bready kind of
Oh, is that the thing that
dough, like
Do you ever make a roast dinner?
batter kind of thing, aren't they?
roast
Like,
dinner?
yeah, when you like out there, like with
No.
Yorkshire, with roast potatoes and like meat and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's like
Right.
a stew.
Search Yorkshire pudding
And
and
you'll
how to
recognise
make it.
They're so good.
Trust me.
So
Just
when
fucking
I-
trust me.
When I go to a carvery, I don't get the meat
No.
because for me the meat is not the winning product because it's
Oh, the sides.
yeah,
Sorry.
the sides and the veg are the best bit because you
Yeah,
only
yeah,
get a bit
yeah,
of
yeah,
meat
yeah.
and you'll go.
I hear you.
A bit of gammon. Sometimes gammon's all right. Turkey's normally dry.
Oh,
The
God,
beef's
turkey.
normally a
I
bit.
tend to go turkey, but you know.
Yeah, I always get so disappointed
I
with
prefer
turkey.
chicken.
Oh yeah, but then they
Fried
always give me
chicken
too much
with
meat,
breaded-
and then I
I
don't
don't
want
know.
all of it, and then I've got a valuable space on my plate that could have been a veg, nice bit of
Well, if you're Tom, you just stack the
cauliflower
flat,
cheese.
the
No,
flat
no, no,
meat
no,
on
no,
top of
because-
each other.
Yeah,
Just
but
keep
that-
going
that-
all the way up.
But see, the thing is that leads to another problem.
They
which
always
is
put it like on the plate, don't they, at the bottom, like spread out.
and it's all the way down at the bottom. You've got
Yeah.
everything stacked on top of that
Yeah.
meat. That is literally the last thing you're eating.
Yeah, and that's
if
the
it's like
rubbish
you
bit.
say, it's not great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will say the amount of times I've been like, well, guess what the dog's having? Because
Yeah,
I'm having the
I
rest of
just-
this.
I save my
Mhm.
money and I just go for the veggie option, and I just literally get all the veg, and then they go, "Oh, make sure you get the right gravy." I'm like, "Mate, I'm not a vegetarian. I really don't give a shit. I just don't want that shit."
I
Oh,
see,
right,
I
so we
don't.
don't need to get you a vegetarian gravy then? No, I
No,
want the meat
no, no.
gravy.
Is it?
Oh, the
Do you
meat
find
gravy.
the boingy bits in meat?
The
I can't
boingy
deal with
bits?
them. The boingy bits.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see my.
Oh my God,
bacon
that's an actual. You
overcooked.
understand him? What the fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah,
boinging
yeah,
bit?
Yeah,
So
the
if I
gelatin
ever
bits, the fatty bits.
if
Oh, the
I have a
fatty bits.
sausage,
Okay.
if I have
Yeah.
a sausage and it's got a boingy bit, then I'm not having sausages for months.
Freaks me out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The hell?
yeah.
It's just a little bit
Yeah.
of dungy. It's just a little fat.
It's boingy bits. I just don't
Yeah.
like boingy bits.
I do get the boingy bits. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm really picky with my meat. I like
Yeah.
it in
Yeah,
little
yeah.
doses. Like I'll
Yeah,
eat.
yeah.
I like a bit of steak. I'll have a little edge of Daryl's, and I'll eat it. That's more than enough. I can't deal with it anymore because then it freaks me out.
Interesting.
I'm going to tell you something, and it's put me off burgers for 2 years. I'm really sorry
Don't
for
put me
those
off
people.
burgers.
Oh, shall I not-
No.
So you haven't had a burger in 2
No.
years?
Oh no, I hadn't. No, tell you what, I'm not going to because I know what this will do to you, and so I'm actually not going
I've
to tell you
made
the story
burgers before.
because it's so bad. Well, it was. For
You know
me
what?
anyways.
Screw it. Hey, we all need to eat less burgers anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's
carry
just
on.
cheap burgers. What is it?
No, this was. Well, tell you what, if you don't like genuinely, if you don't want to hear this, take your headphones off because there's a chance you might not want to eat burgers after this.
Oh, I've seen so much videos.
Oh no,
now at
you
this
won't
point.
give a fuck. You don't care, right?
Oh.
So I was eating this burger, and I was on a date at the time, and there was like a little artery inside it when I
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
and it was there, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Well,
I've had that before.
I can't eat burgers now. That's me done. I
I-
think we're
I
done for
love-
burgers."
A dirty kebab every now and then, and you know when you get like a weird little tubey bit or a gristly bit in a kebab, and it puts you off, and then you're like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
but there's still some good kebab meat left," and you just pick out the shit bit and crack on.
No, that's fucking gross. No.
Yeah.
That's me. That was me. That's me done. I'm not eating that for a long time, if ever. Potentially, I can't do that. The meat on the big meat stick thing. That's so
Can't you-
strange to me.
Really?
It's so good.
No.
It's so good.
Okay, a skewer.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
We love
I
skewers
want
here.
one
Yeah.
now. I've not
I
had
think
dinner
they're
yet.
delicious.
I will say so. Like again, I've gone off like Chinese because the amount of times I've bitten into the chicken, and it's just like I've got a boingy bit or something, and I'm thinking,
Mhm.
is this actually like? I don't know. I know it's bad, but part of me is thinking, is this definitely like chicken breast I'm eating, or is this like some?
Do you know the bits of
wacky-
chicken you get that are too chickeny? I don't like those ones.
What the hell?
Right, you have lost me with that one. That are too chicken.
Are you saying there's too much
Yeah.
chicken when it comes to the
You get-
ratio between chicken and
no,
bread?
you just bite into it and it tastes too much like chicken, but not nice chicken.
No,
It's like,
no. Still not
too
getting it.
chickeny.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Or like, you know when you get some really nice crispy skin on the chicken and then you pull it off and you think, oh, it's going to be nice and crispy. But then it's like, no, this is just eating skin.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
gross.
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
you get bits of chicken and they're just like, They're too chickeny. I don't know how to explain it.
You might be alone in this one.
So, yes, but so I found something out. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but do you know what I said about aspartame?
Yes.
And,
Oh yeah, your Pepsi thing. Yeah.
like with Pepsi, and I can taste it. There's a genuine reason for this, like an actual, like proper medical reason, which is so
What, that you don't like it?
No, I'm what's class. I'm basically a super taster. So
Ugh.
I've right. No, right.
Seriously, there's
You're
like
one
one
of the-
more
Just-
skill that
just-
you've
just-
got.
no,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
check
no.
me out.
No, well, just
super
back the fuck-
tester.
back the fuck up. My God, look, back the fuck up because
Yes,
I've
Mr.
actually got
I'll
no
give you a
taste buds
second.
anymore.
Okay.
Mine are
Well,
rubbish.
I wonder if you do because the too chickeny thing. Like if that's it is, but basically it's what you have is you have more taste buds.
Yeah, but only certain things. Like my taste buds, like from being COVID and shit like that, I've lost a lot of taste buds.
Oh wow.
Oh, have you
That's-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like my sense of smell is awful. Like I don't know if I smell half the time. I have to ask people, like,
Really?
mate, do I stink? Because I've been sweating like fuck. And then they go, no, you're fine. I'm like, fuck for that. And I have to overdose spray because I can't smell. I really struggle to smell. I've got
Wow.
better than I used to be, but I genuinely lost a lot of sense of smell and taste buds. Like, because I used to have quite palatable taste buds. Like when I was pregnant, I could smell a Kit Kat from like fucking
Oh wow.
the future. Honestly, I'm not even joking. Like I could
I
smell
love
a
it.
Kit Kat, and I was like, "Who's got a Kit Kat?" And like, no one. And then like,
Was it
literally,
a chunky
my
one
colleague
or the
Dave,
regular one?
No, it was a regular one. My colleague Dave brings out these Kit Kats, going, "Well, I've not opened them yet."
Hilarious.
So
That's
it
so
used to be
amazing.
fucking good, but now it's not. It's terrible.
I am definitely not a
wild.
super taster. Definitely not a super taster. I
It sounds like a really lame superhero. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's like it's like, was it the milkman or something like that where he just pours milk out of his finger and that's his super. It is that
What?
useless. It's like it's a joke comedy one, but like it
Okay.
is that fucking useless where I can just taste things a little bit more.
You could get a good
That's
job
it.
with that.
It's
though.
so shit.
you can appreciate fine foods.
Yeah.
I can't appreciate fine foods. I don't give a
Well,
fuck. I
so,
would
like-
just give me a bloody. That was a kind of a joke. So we went to this fancy restaurant in Southern California, right? It was like again. I think I told you about this, where it's like $250 a person
Yeah.
to go in there,
Yeah.
and it's just wasted on me. You know what I mean? And like the joke was as well that get me a Big Mac. I prefer a Big Mac, or it's just as comparable. So they ended up because it was COVID. The restaurant was closed, but the restaurant, the main chef, he just went around to people's houses, and they would book him, and he would cook all the food, mostly pre-made, and then bring it over, and then do a lot of cooking in the actual kitchen, and then he would do all his fine stuff and everything. I'm like, and then it came down to like one of the meals, and like he brought a Big Mac out to me. Because they remembered,
I remember
and it
you
was
saying,
just like
"That would
it
be
was, I was like,
amazing, Chris. Let's
awesome.
do
It was
this."
cold though.
Ah,
But anyway,
good
it was
grief.
very funny. I did take a bite out of it, but yeah. So yeah, again, it's just absolutely fine food. It's just wasted on me. Is all. That's all. We know. There you
But
go.
I wondered, do people like? I don't know if people actually do. I think some people just say that, like what wines and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
Wine
my taste
connoisseurs,
buds,
yeah.
like I'm like kind of, but like this thing of like, oh, I've got getting hints of oak and
Bullshit.
no, you
there's-
can't
It's
do
it's
that,
been
yeah.
proven to be bullshit. They gave
Has
a guy
it
one
though?
time white wine with food coloring, and he couldn't even fucking tell the difference.
yeah.
between
See,
that.
it's fucking. I knew it was bullshit. It's fucking. It's nothing. Basically, it's just wine, isn't it?
Give me the
don't know,
cheapest
it's-
possible bottle of wine ever. You know what I mean?
No,
And
there's
I
different
cannot tell.
flavors.
I'm sure the cheapest
Like
bottle
I
of
had
wine.
a bottle of wine the other day that was given to me, and oh my god, it's the best. I've never been a massive red fan, and I tried it, and it was amazing.
My favorite bottle is $5. I love it. I give it to a lot of people. They love it. And they're like, "Oh, this is nice. This is whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, fucking
Just
$5
blag it. Yeah, yes.
Have
I
you
think
ever
it's called
seen the
something
episode
called
of Black
Red Butter.
Books?
Huh?
Have you ever seen the episode of Black Books where they drink the really expensive bottle of wine and it's fucking amazing?
No, I've not.
Black
yeah, you'll have
Books.
to search Black Books. You'll fucking.
Oh,
I
we've told you about it
guarantee
before, David. You
yeah.
need to watch it.
Yeah, it is. I guarantee you will love it. It's like an old. It's got Bill Bailey in it. I can't think what the main guy's called.
He's been in
is
Shaun
it
of the
Dylan
Dead.
something? Yeah, it was in
Yeah, he
Shaun
was
of
Shaun
the
in
Dead.
the Dead. I can't remember his name.
So
basically, they drink this really expensive bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And they try to recreate it with like putting fucking leaves in it and all sorts. I don't know. So stupid.
Okay. So they love the expensive bottle of wine.
Well, I think the joke was at the beginning of it, like there's two types of wine. There's wine that makes you go, ooh, and there's wine that makes you go, hmm. And then that's it. They're the other two types of wine.
Me and my buddy, we would drink a bottle of wine. We would share a bottle of wine every night. And because he wanted to try wine. He wanted to, so every night. This is one of the houses I lived in, and there was a hot tub, so we go into the hot tub, and we finish off a bottle of wine just to see if we can appreciate it and all that kind of thing. I just didn't like how I felt the next morning. It wasn't quite a hangover.
Yeah,
It was just sort of like it was a different hangover. It was kind of like I'm like, this is weird. I don't like this. I'm not tired. It just gives me a weird. It's like it was only wine would do for me.
You just found
You know?
it feel a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There was just
Yeah.
something about it, and but anyway, that's just wine. Sorry, champagne. I love my
Ooh.
in-laws. I love my wife.
Champagne's
You're never gonna,
gross.
but they love champagne. They're constantly drinking champagne.
I don't
and
mind
then they have-
Prosecco, but champagne is gross.
Prosecco? Is that a champagne?
Champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah, Prosecco's like
I don't know if anyone gets that
the
reference.
cheaper version, is it, of Champagne?
Mhm.
Zabranigan. By the way, again, if you're listening to this and you're on the M1 at some point at 2:00 in the morning, I'm so sorry that this has gone to food again. It always seems to go on to
Yeah,
food. The
I
amount
When did
of
it-
times
Food.
When did it go into food?
it's been on
Before?
food for the past like
We
half
have
an
been
hour.
talking about sandwiches and all sorts.
Egg.
Do you know what my
how I like
favourite
to eat my
sandwich
eggs.
is?
Go on.
Just to bring it back, I love a homemade. Right, this is what I don't know if it's a concoction that I made myself, and I just think it's lovely. Is get some beetroot sliced that's in a can,
Mhm.
like the
You're
vinaigrette.
losing your voice there. It was
Yeah,
so good.
sorry.
Your voice is being loud. Good voice is going.
Just some nice white bread, bit of butter. Put these slices on, bit of salad cream. Put it back on top.
What literally?
Sandwich.
Oh, that was it. That was
is
the whole
it.
list.
That is the sandwich.
Out of
Sometimes it might be a
curiosity-
bit like daring and put a bit of lettuce or cucumber in it.
Out of curiosity,
It's
this is
so
a
good.
sandwich that you found when you were pregnant. This
No,
feels
no.
very
I
much like a
established this a long
pregnancy
time.
food of some
No, no.
description.
I established it when I was 16 and I was staying at someone's house and they said, "Do you want a sandwich?" And I went, yeah, sure. Went in to look in their fridge and I was like, oh, I don't really like any of this stuff. Went, oh, beetroots. Oh, salad cream. And I made it. And it's really nice. And it's my
And
now
what did your
go-to,
friends
like,
say when you did that?
oh, I thought I was fucking nuts. They were like, seriously? Like, seriously? I was like, yeah, this is amazing. Honestly, the best sandwich I've ever made. And it's my favourite other than potato dogs, thanks, Gabler. But so good. But you've got to like beetroot. A bit of gherkin might be nice in it as well.
Now, my favorite sandwich isn't one I made myself. The sandwiches I make myself are always just okay. All right. So you get the one that you order.
You're almost under. It's never as good as it when
but-
with the sandwiches you
Oh,
make.
I
Have you
don't
ever
know,
had a
I can make good
sandwich that's
sandwiches.
somebody else's sandwich that
Yeah.
you don't really know what's in it?
Yeah.
But when
It's
you
like
buy
someone
it,
else's
oh,
toast, isn't it? Someone else's
Yeah,
toast.
yeah,
It
yeah.
There's
always
just
smells
there's
so
something
good.
about that mystery bite. Oh,
Yeah.
it's actually really good. You know what I mean? Like, how come I've never made this myself? But if I did make the exact same thing, it'd be like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just the expectation of knowing what it's going to be. But but I discovered that I kind of like spicy stuff now. So it's just.
Ooh. Yep.
So I started adding jalapenos to everything I all the time. Just I love jalapenos. They're absolutely delicious. I feel like where have they been all my life, kind of thing. So there's a sandwich shop, and I used to deliver to an area every single day, multiple times a day. I did it for like a year. I feel like and so I frequented this sandwich shop. The sandwich that I asked every time, again, it was probably nobody else ordered it the way I ordered it, but and. It was a breakfast sandwich, so it was
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't healthy. It was definitely on the unhealthy side. So
Okay.
they have these. The egg was already. He had these. He buys them in bulk. They're already pre-made. They're like they come in like rectangle in a
Yeah.
way. They're like
Yeah,
so they're
like
rectangle.
McDonald's style
and a-
ones, yeah.
Yeah, so there'd be that. There would be bacon, and there would be sausage patty.
Okay.
All right. Trying to remember now. It's been years. Jalapenos and pepperoncinis. All right, and he always put a little extra of those and ketchup and mayonnaise, and he would toast it. And fuck
Ketchup
me,
and
stupid.
mayo.
I was addicted to it. Every fucking day, I would get the exact same sandwich, exact same thing. I know it was unhealthy. I know it was.
But
You know what I mean?
Ketchup and mayo not make a prawn cocktail sauce?
Maybe, but
Is
I
it-
loved
I
it.
think, is it not Thousand Islands? Is it called or something?
No, I think there's close to might have mustard in Thousand Island, but yeah, no. So as soon as I eventually I was there every day, and I would just give him a quick call, as in like as soon as
Regular
he answered the
please?
phone, all right, gotcha, boom. You know what I mean? So by the time I actually got there, it was already ready because sometimes I was already loaded by the time
Yeah. Yeah.
by the time I got
By the
back
time it
because
was
I had to
made,
wait
yeah.
in line and stuff. I'm like, "Ooh, okay, so we got to figure this out, you know. But yeah, God damn it, I love that so much. One of these
You're gonna
days
go
I'll
back
go
there
back.
tomorrow, aren't you now?
Well, the thing is, I don't know. I don't deliver there anymore, and it's just one of those.
How far away is it?
If I did, it's. If I'm going to make that trip, I'll go somewhere else. But it's probably 20
I
minutes.
bet it's closed down.
Maybe 25. I don't. Maybe it was a family owned. That's what I liked about it as well. Like the owner
Can you
was the
imagine
guy.
if you turned up again and he recognised you?
I know, right? Well, that's
I
still a
honestly want you to go
possibility. If I
back.
order the exact same thing, as well, I'm like, oh,
He'll
this
go,
looks
oh, I
familiar."
used to have an Irish man that used to order this. Oh my god!
He might
I
not have
think you should
known
go
that
back.
because he's Asian, and so a lot.
Yeah,
My
but
accent kind of
you're
blended
also
in.
very Irish, so you know.
I suppose
Yeah, you are
so.
quite Irish.
I suppose, but
He probably went, you're definitely not American.
because no American would order what you did, kind of thing. Yeah.
No. I appreciate the random sandwich. I can't say much for my
I
sandwich.
do remember,
but
like, when I was
appreciate
out in America, and like I had like a full American breakfast or whatever it is. I can't remember what they call it, but
It's breakfast.
it's
Called breakfast.
I think it probably was just called breakfast, yeah. But like, and I remember like the hash browns, and like I was like, what
Oh
the
my
fuck
god!
what the fuck is this?
They take up
Like,
half
it's
the
just
plate.
yeah. It's just grated potato. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh,
That's
they're
exactly what
proper
it is.
ones.
And I was like,
Yeah,
what is this?
they're
And,
yummy.
and then she's like, I'll just try it. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is
I
the
fucking
fucking
love
yeah.
hash browns. That's one great thing about America is hash browns for breakfast compared to the things that you get in
They're proper hash
McDonald's
browns out
and
there.
as in like and like I personally love ketchup, so I smother them with ketchup. That's just my preference and all that kind of stuff, But
Yeah.
so it's gonna be like I'm gonna probably a segment every time for me now. This is like my segment where I'm gonna complain about living in America. So
Okay.
so this is kind of a bit of a
Do you not do that
transition.
every week so far.
And you know what? It's a different one every week.
Okay.
And but so one of the
Let's
things.
be honest. For the next 3.5 years, this is going to be a solid segment that we
Yeah.
can just lean into.
Yeah.
This is a segment that we know is going to work for us each fucking week.
It's not
Now-
going well for you.
It's the portion sizes in American restaurants. They're
Oh,
too
Oh.
big.
this is not where I thought this was going.
No, I have multiple ones. I got a list, but you're not going to get the entire list because I'll probably definitely get deported. All right, so let's not complain about America too much. No, me being a foreigner living in this country because what
Have
can
you actually
happen
got
there.
citizenship? Are you on a green card?
I'm on a green card.
Oh
you
my
know,
god, that's not good for you then, lad.
I do believe I'm absolutely fine. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've always paid my taxes. I've never been arrested. I've never done anything wrong.
And
What I
you're
mean? It's just
also very
white.
very white. So that's something in your favor. Although
Yeah.
apparently Germany has put on their website, because a lot of German citizens have been like snatched at the airport and been like kept for hours and then just deported back for absolutely no reason at all. Someone was grabbed off the street by masked men a few
I
days
saw
ago in
that.
America.
What about this? Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
America's crazy right now. So
Yeah, we are going
Right
to
now?
that cruise next year, and my wife is a little worried that when we go,
Pirates.
will I be able to go back? And the worst case scenario, we don't want to be living in this country anyway. Let's just figure out a way to live in Ireland or somewhere in Europe, whatever. You know what I mean? As in like, it's just that it is what it is. We're going. I think we're just going to go. We'll figure it out. All right,
Which is
and
good because Ireland at the moment is not doing too bad. Ireland, do you know what Ireland's biggest issue right now is as an economy? It has too much money and doesn't know what to do with it.
What?
Which is
That's
fucking
bullshit.
great. Yeah, I was watching this. Basically, they've now got a reserve and they're now basically spending it on projects because they're like, what do we do? Because not spending enough money is also a problem for an economy, but still, it's not a bad.
Surely they
fucking
have to
problem
give it back to England, don't they? Don't they owe a ton of money to England?
you
know?
we'll see.
But,
I'll see if I can dig it up. It's
That's
like a
interesting.
TDR.
I haven't heard about it. I don't listen to the Irish news. I get once in a while. I'll get something from I might be talking to my dad or my mom, but I'm the worst. I really should be paying attention to the Irish news. But yeah. So Jesus Christ, am I reversing all the way back to food again? Because
Yeah,
no,
you are.
this is
Thighs.
your rant about food. Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
just very
back to
quickly though,
food.
I will
Go ahead.
If you are curious, I'm going to put up a link on the Discord server about Ireland having too much money.
Okay, interesting. That's I look forward to that. Anyway, it doesn't have to be a very long rant. This is just me basically saying since I've moved here, I've been addicted to portion sizes. I want the biggest portions ever, and I grew up in a place where you had to always finish my plate. You know what? I didn't have to. I liked competing with my dad. If my dad finished his plate, I was going to finish my plate because he always gave me a compliment if I ever finished my plate. He complimented me. You know what I mean? And I never got a lot of compliments from dad. You know what I mean? So, but when he complimented I finished my plate, oh boy, did I finish my plate every single time. So now that the portions are much bigger, all right,
You still
over
finish your
here
plate.
over in America, I always finish my plate. There was never any leftovers. I think I gained probably 2 stone in the first 6 months or to a year of me living
David,
there.
has
Yo.
your dad been out to visit you yet?
He has, yeah. Sure, he's
Has
actually going to be here in a
witnessed
couple
you
of months.
finish
Yeah.
a giant plate? Did you get the ultimate praise?
I can't remember now. It was just more of a kid
That's
thing,
a
you know what I mean?
no then. Because
Yeah.
I feel like he
Finished the
would.
No, he
plate.
wouldn't compliment me now. It was just as a kid, you know what I mean? I was like, fine grown boy there now. He's finishing his plate, and that kind of stuff, But I don't know. It's just kind of fun. But anyway, it was just because of the preservatives that we have over here as well. Then
Yeah.
if you actually can lose some weight if you eat food that is actually organic and doesn't have preservatives. And like one thing that I kind of liked about if I ever saw bread go bad, I'm like, there we go. Actually, kind of made me okay. I was like, if it's just mold growing on bread, I'm like, okay, we can throw that away and get a new one. I actually was happy about it. But when there's a loaf of bread that's been in there for a month and it's still soft, and
Something
you know
to
what I
worry
mean,
about.
as in
Yeah.
like, oh, god damn it, you know what I mean? It's just it's very disappointing. Like, but again, we just have a crazy amount of preservatives in our food, and it's just our food in the American food, and it's just
Yeah.
very hard. Like my wife one time, she was saying, as in like when she moved to England, she ate fish and chips no, not fish and chips, but she ate out because she was in college in Sherwood, no, Nottingham, and she actually lost weight even though she ate like garbage, never ate healthy whatsoever, and just because she was just eating normal regular food that doesn't have a lot of preservatives in it, so anyway.
It is bad there. Like it's definitely. I will say, like it's the bread out there. Warburton's, by the way, is my favorite bread. Warburton's is so good.
Bread in
they
America
don't-
sucks compared to
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah,
I hear.
It absolutely.
I hear
Wonder
I'm
bread.
like,
bread is sucky.
there's- I don't know what's wrong with it. Why it can't be? Because I like soft and stretchy. It's a little
You've got
bit,
all-purpose
soft.
flour out there, isn't it? That's all you've got.
No, we've got lots of different kind of flour.
Yeah.
We have unbleached flour, bleached flour, bread flour. We have
See,
There's a lot.
do you have,
self-rising bread
Do you
flour.
actually have like bakeries there?
Yeah.
Like where you can go and, like,
every
actually-
single store has one.
No.
Every
What,
single
like the same
supermarket.
bakeries we
No,
do?
no. Like an actual bakery where you can go and just buy bread.
No.
Maybe. I'm sure there's one around someplace, but that would be interesting, right? Yeah, to go there.
What about if you get a bread maker? Would that work?
I don't know, but you got to get the right bread. You got to get I don't know. You got to get the right ingredients and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I haven't tried it. I tried making my own bread. I did get like an attachment to my food mixer that I will actually knead it up and everything. And it wasn't. Yeah, it was. I need to keep trying.
Wasn't that great?
I need to keep trying. But yeah. Anyway, so back to America. Just getting deported. Yeah, people are getting deported left, right, and center. But here's the thing. I'm married to an American. I've already been here for 20 years. I have kids. I'm definitely on the side, ignoring the whole white factor of it. I'm definitely on the side where it's fine. I'm a Christian. You know what I mean? As in like, yeah. So I'm sad for everyone else who's getting into trouble and all that kind of thing. But you just definitely got to watch what you say, because she actually got picked up for something she said a year ago.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah. And the guys who picked her up too, they basically had they were masked, they had the badges out, and so yeah.
So someone actually stopped them off the street and asked and said, "Is this a kidnapping?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, we're government." And he was like, "You don't look it."
Yeah. Like, why your face covers? Take your face covering off. Like, this looks like a kidnapping. He was trying to be. He didn't want to get in trouble himself, I'm sure. He hasn't, like, seriously. Hasn't, like, he should have. I don't know. It was just to be a lot. It's been a lot of crazier cameramen out there who have been like, "Hey, kidnapping!" He was.
Yeah. Actually, where are the bloody auditors? The people that we all hate, that go into Tesco's with like a £10 note that's like what was it, like a £1 coin which is bought like on something. It's like, oh, this is correct. This is currency, and you're supposed to take it. You have to take all currency. Where's that person when someone's being dragged off the street by masked men? I mean, obviously that guy's British and it's American, but the same
a little
thing.
Bit different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same but different. Isn't it?
It's a coin. It's not quite the same extremist.
Well, no, not when you put it like that. It's not. No, that's true.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think someone that complains about a coin is going to go, "Well, this isn't correct. This is what we do." And no.
No, yeah, I think Tom's talking about the guys who have video. They basically will do something that's borderline illegal.
Oh, yeah. But they're not
right.
going to start on someone that's kidnapping, though, are they?
Yeah.
If they were like military kidnapping, you're going to be like, I'm going to leave you to it.
God, it was ridiculous that they had face masks on, though. Basically it was just like a scarf around their nose kind of thing.
It
was
is
just like,
absolutely Gestapo stuff. It's wild.
Isn't it? Right? It's just so wrong. It's just so
and
wrong.
the thing is, people that support him know how bad he is. Because have you ever seen like the thing where there's a thing that's been recently put up, which is the graphs of how much people donate to him after he's been convicted of a crime.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's what did him. I think that's what did it. Basically, if they didn't try to arrest him in the last few years, I don't think he would have gotten the support he did. You know what I mean? I think, and of course, that shooting that did it as well. That put him over the top to get him.
It was. I mean, a lot of places admitted afterwards, because a lot of places were like CNN were put like just. When he was giving speeches and stuff, they just play it all verbatim because everyone thought he was almost like the joke candidate, and he wasn't. So,
even his current vice president was a no-Trumper. He said so many bad things about Trump.
Yeah,
back in the day. What I think was it we were looking at like 9 years ago. Yeah, it's just actually a bit more. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just a crazy amount of bad shit. How he's and he's a fucking vice president now.
You know what's wild about it? It makes me realize this is how Hitler came to power.
Right? Yeah,
It's
he is compared to it in so many ways. Not just the evilness and all that kind of stuff, but the actual how he did it. You know, he basically Hitler would always tell every time the news said anything bad about him, he would just say, like, "Oh, fake news. Yeah, I knew they were going to say this.
If
Yeah,
if you actually look back on stuff though, Hitler wasn't the main man, was he?
oh wow.
what the fuck is this going?
Okay, please. Okay, Chloe.
Are you about to tell us that you're a Holocaust denier? What the fuck is about to happen?
No, of course no. I don't agree with any of it. But Hitler wasn't the main man doing it, was he?
Well, it's the
There's a lot
only
more
person
to
doing
it.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot more to
Who
it.
had more power? Who's the
I
puppet
can't remember
master?
the full ins and outs, and I don't know where I'm getting my facts from, but I know there's more to it.
There is, but like the reality is, I mean, it's an evil person surrounding himself with other evil people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're all
and Trump's
expecting
being allowed
nothing,
to do. Yeah.
nothing bad's to happen. Well, guess what's going to happen? Bad things.
Yeah.
But will he not get chucked out of power? If I know what you're talking about.
Well, no.
The thing is, the people who do have the power, he's kind of control of half of them. The Congress
Fair
and the
enough.
Senate. He has basically everyone's afraid. Everyone who went against him didn't get voted.
Right.
So basically, the thing is, it doesn't matter if you believe him or not. You just got to tell people you are, otherwise you're out of a job.
Although I will say, have you
Right.
noticed that you've not seen as much about Musk recently?
I've been trying to keep away from it, but
Well, no,
what's going on?
Nothing. But since the Tesla stuff, he's
All
not
right.
really been in the news as much.
I know, right? Remember I was saying about my buddy making a fuck ton of money since he since Elon
No, go on.
got Elon since Elon became the right hand man of Trump and all that kind of stuff. Like he made like $500,000, but now he's lost it all. Not all the Tesla stock, but he's definitely lost everything that he was. I wouldn't say bragging about. He was just kind of showing. He knows what stock's like. He knows it goes up and down and everything. Right? Hey, I mean, he's not going to go like, oh, I made $100,000 today. Oh, I lost it. I mean, it's not going to affect his.
Should he have bought out?
his
Basically,
day.
is what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, absolutely. If you could predict the future, then yeah, But Tesla, that's what a
Going downhill, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's still the richest man in the world. He lost a fuck ton of money, but he's still the richest man in the world. That's hilarious.
It's crazy times.
Yeah, but so there is a new segment that I would like to try out. I am a huge fan of top 10 lists or top 5 lists on YouTube. All right. And I just figured maybe we could all bring our own top 5 list. Again, this is just something that you get off Google. And so whatever is fascinating at the time. And so we're just going to go through our top 5 list. I'll have one, Tom will have one, and Chloe will have one. And let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? It may strike a conversation. It may not. It may be the boringest segment we've ever did. But I wanted to try it out because I just find it very interesting because you end up learning stuff. This is kind of like Facts of Wife. No, Facts of Wife will still be there. I just forgot to ask my wife to record something, so there will be Facts of Wife next week. So So I'm going to go ahead and I'll start off my list. And now I actually So mine's actually a top 10 list because it's going to be kind of short.
I think it was
but
trying
it's
to
just
find
more
it.
of like I wanted to add some of the other ones. Okay, basically, it's the top richest companies in the world.
Ooh.
All right. There's some of them didn't make the top
Elon
5. I
Musk.
was like, oh, I really kind of wish. Okay, so basically, I'm going to start off with. Well, I actually don't know. Okay, TSMC. They're do semiconductors. They're worth 1.078 trillion. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what it is. Okay, and then there's Broadcom.
That's a lot of money.
They do investments. They're 1.1 trillion. Now Tesla is at number 8 with 1.128 trillion. Tesla. Oh my God! So there are more
That's
richer
not even
than
Tesla.
Ford and Toyota. You know what I mean? That's just. I didn't realize they were that big.
Wow.
Yeah, but there's a lot of different parts to it, isn't it? And it's not just
Lots
that,
of,
but it's
sister
also
companies and-
but it's also the stocks, isn't it? But that's all coming down soon. So
Yeah, that's true. This was I think back in 2024. So there you go. That's probably a different one, right? Saudi Aramco They are an oil and gas company. There is a 1.78 trillion. And
Sheesh.
now this one surprised me. Facebook. Facebook
What?
is Facebook is worth $1.8 trillion. Like, holy crap. I remember when they went
Really?
public, and then I was like, nah, like, what's the fucking point? You know, like, God damn it. If you could go back in time, you know? And then Google. Did you know Google is actually called Alphabet?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a
they're
few
worth-
years ago that happened.
Yeah, so Google is worth $2.28 trillion.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
And okay, so Amazon
I
is
was gonna
worth
say Amazon's got me up there.
Amazon is worth 2.47 trillion. You know, I'm leaving out the last number, but that last number is still a lot of money. That's like $1 million. You know what I mean? You know, so like so Amazon was 2.47. Oh, it's actually a zero, but anyway. Okay. Microsoft is 3.064 trillion.
Jesus Christ. They've got so much money.
Oh, wow. You know what's crazy? And I did not know that they were this rich. Is Nvidia, your
What's that?
your graphics card company?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That they've lost a lot of that, and they've just fucked up the new 50 series cards. They have really fucked up. But
Because of the AI thing?
Nvidia, it's because of Nvidia's kind of set themselves up to be like the AI kings, because it's just because basically the way that graphics cards process data, that they're and the
Mhm.
fact that you can also stack them up and put multiples in there, because it's it's hard to kind of explain, but basically, graphics cards are like big for AI.
Wow.
Yeah, because a
Okay.
company in China that actually was able to create an AI that's just as good as ChatGTP for a fraction of the amount of money.
That's not actually true. So they've
Oh.
they've taken back a lot of that. So I was reading up on what this is, and it's not. They weren't as honest as what they made out with that.
Okay.
But they did. That definitely took a bit of a hit period for a short while on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the number
So they're
one,
worth a lot of money.
yeah, so the number one richest company in the world is, any ideas? Is there anything that you think I left out?
Not heard of Microsoft yet.
You heard Microsoft,
Oh, did I?
3.064, but Apple is worth
Really?
$3.419 trillion.
Sheesh.
And most of these companies are in the USA. Like, yeah, 8 of these companies are US companies.
I mean, half of them you'd expect to be in it anyway, let's be honest. Well, except Facebook. I wasn't expecting Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. God, Mark Zuckerberg, he's only worth like maybe 150 billion, but he must have
He
a
sold it
lot
now,
less stock than I thought he had. I feel like he was like a 51% stock guy, you know, but no. So anyway, yeah, that's the top 10 richest companies in the world. Yeah, we don't always have to do top 10. I found it fascinating that there was some that I just wanted to introduce, you know. So
Yeah.
basically, when I typed out top 5 in Google, well, I got a top 10. So anyway,
So you went
so
above and
um,
beyond.
all right.
I
Anybody
don't think I don't think I understood the assignment, but I have got a top 5 list.
I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
that
knew
sounds
you
about
wouldn't.
right.
Oh,
It's not what I.
the amount of messages and voice everything's
Yeah,
messages, and I
yeah.
just
We
kept
even
on explaining the amount of
verified it.
examples that I gave, and I just, you know what, he's not going to get it.
Well, no.
Come on, Tom, go on,
Right.
what have you done?
You know, it's just okay.
So
All right, Tom.
these are my basically my top 5 that I've brought.
Yes, I knew it. I was specific. All right, Google it. I don't give a fuck what your top 5s are. I want to know what the average, you know, what the
Go on,
world.
Ed,
Right.
what are yours?
That's
Go
not,
on.
That's not what I've done. The assignment that I've done
Okay,
is not
tell-
right. But
Go on, Ed, top 5
so
what?
basically, I thought I'd bring something nice. And if you're at
Uh-huh.
home or like you're kind of parking up in your truck and you've got yourself a laptop with you, these are my
Uh-huh.
top 5 games to just
Oh, God.
chill out. Just to chill out. Just to kind
Okay.
of sit and just relax and to have some zen in this world. So that's all these games
Red
are.
Dead must be on there.
Well, no.
Better
So
be.
these
Why is it
so-
not on there?
that's because Red Dead is a fantastic action game. But let's be honest, after you've done some missions on on Red Dead Redemption, how many times have you kind of come off it and you need to go and like watch TV or like unwind a little bit?
No, I'll go and shoot people or run around on a horse or do some random shit.
Oh fuck! I mean, don't know, I love Red Dead Redemption, but it's not a chill game. It's for me. It's definitely not. I think for a lot of people, it's not. But these are just chill, fucking
Go on
just
and
chill games.
Go on and chill games.
I mean, it's my list. Fuck yeah, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, I know you would.
Yeah, I know. If you
Yeah,
haven't
it's
heard
not
of this one,
anything
so
different.
this is House Flipper. David, this is one for you. House
Okay.
Flipper is fucking great.
This is like app games.
No, it's on your phone, but like the PC version. There's a House Flipper 2 as well. But basically, you just go into like a rundown house and you have to like
Yeah,
do
I
it
know the
up,
one.
like knock down all the walls, clean it up, and there's something
Yeah.
so just satisfying
David's googling
about
it right now.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Like, search House Flipper 2. You go in, just clean up a house, and like there's something about like once you've finished a room off, you've got all the walls painted, and you just like
Mhm.
you're choosing, like you think about, oh well, what color scheme should I go for in here? Oh, I might have this as a kind of as a bit of a decorative wall. I'm going to put some wallpaper on this one here, but leave all the other ones a kind of nice cream color. And oh yeah, it's fucking so
Okay.
good.
That sounds like a
Get way
good. I
into
like that.
It's,
like that. That's a
honestly,
good-
it's a genuinely just nice game. It's not.
Okay.
There's no killing. There's nothing like that. It's just nice.
Just do.
House
What was
Fun
that? Is that you? What was that? You had a hiccup. Kill hiccup.
Didn't even hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't either.
Go on in.
Okay. Stardew Valley. If you haven't
Wow.
heard it, again, Stardew Valley.
That one word?
It's Stardew and then Space Valley.
Stardew?
Stardew Valley, yeah. It's based
Stardew.
on a game for, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, for Nintendo back in the day. But basically, it's like a little. Do you know like
Animal
like
Crossing?
Kinda, but like a bit more old school. Do you know like Zelda? Like the old Zelda, kind of like
Right.
how the graphics was with that. That sort of like it looks a little bit 3D, but it's actually 2D. So it's and it's like that sort of thing. And you just play as a little farmer and all you have to do is just
Right.
run around your farm. But by the way, there's going to be a theme to some of these. But run around
Yeah,
your
yeah.
farm, just like
Mhm.
pick out weeds. And again, it's just chill. It's
Easy.
one of them games
Yeah.
where you just like, and you get to go and marry someone at the end of it if like you give them enough stuff. There's one person that if you give like really simple stuff, you can marry them really easily, but some of them are more hard work and shit like that. But like, it's just,
Random.
it's so chill, and it is on mobile
Okay.
as well, so you can play that on while you're in a truck tonight if you want to. Stardew Valley's fucking great. And like the music's nice. If you're just going to put the music on your headphones, it's lovely. It's so good. I'd be remiss if I didn't say ETS, Euro Truck Simulator. I feel like I kind of legally need to say that. Again, it's Euro Truck Simulator. If you don't know that one, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
But
Mhm.
I mean, to park up and have a night off and then truck again. Yeah.
The amount of truck drivers that do that is, you would be shocked at how
alright.
many truck drivers do that. Farming Simulator, any of them. Farming Simulator is always fucking great. Me
Yeah.
and Mrs. have put in on this one map that we've currently got. I think we've put in getting on for like 500 or 600 hours until this one map.
Jesus
Like we have
Christ.
put serious time onto this map. It is fucking huge. We have now bought the entire map. Like the whole map is now ours. We have every single field. It's fucking yeah. You remember the last time I showed you you came on? I showed you the map very briefly, Chloe.
Yep.
Yeah,
yes, I do remember.
It's so much bigger.
Okay, I need to come back and play it.
Kale's currently sat beside me. We're making a new village because there's not enough villages in the map. So we're now just doing that. And that's not
Okay.
something that we're adding money for. We've got so much money that we're just like, nah, fuck it. We'll pay for that. That's all good. It'll be fine. We're not a problem at all. So we
Okay.
have put so much time into that one there. And
Got
then
it, whatever.
my last one is such a silly one. but
Is it
my
it's
trucking
so
skills?
fucking good. It's not. Sorry, dude. I feel like it should have been. I feel a bit
Poor
bit guilty.
David.
My top 6. So number 5 is my trucking skills. Number 6, it's called. It sounds so silly. It's on Xbox. It's called Little Kitty Big City, and
Okay.
it is just such a nice game. Basically, you play as this cat
A black
and
cat.
a black cat. You fall
Oh my
off.
god! I started playing that with Logan.
It's so good. You fall off this roof, And
Yes.
you just need to find your way back up.
Yeah.
And you can like scare people and they'll drop the phone, and you can pick the phone up and
Yeah.
you can run off with the phone.
Such a good game.
It's so much fun. It's so simple. My son got me into it, and he's like, "Oh, you need to download this, Dad. You need to download this, Dad." I was like, "Fine, I'll download it, and I'll have a quick."
It's on your
game."
phone. No, sorry, on your Xbox. Is it only on
It's on the
Xbox?
Xbox.
It's on Xbox,
Xbox.
on PC, it's on Nintendo Switch, and a few other
Yeah,
places
we got it on the
as well.
What's it called again?
Little Kitty, Big City. I have 100% of that game. I've got every single hat. I have literally done every single thing there is,
It's,
and
it's a really nice little
I
game.
cannot wait for the second one. Whenever that
I want
comes
to play the is it Stray? That's about a cat, but that was on PS5.
Yes, I like.
and I presume it's quite similar, is it?
No, it's not. It's similar, sort of like you kind of play as a cat like that, but it's more story driven. Whereas Little Kitty, Big City is just chill.
Yeah,
Like
I started
it's
playing that with
just
Logan.
so relaxing, and like it's one of them games where you kind of come off it and you're just like, don't know, you kind of feel like, oh, you know what, I can go to bed now. I feel relaxed. I feel like I've had a nice evening. I just feel just zen space. So they're my top 5 zen games where you can just chill.
So
I
you
thought that was
bought
quite a
top
nice
5.
list. I thought that was quite good, that one.
Yeah, but you
No,
still
it was
didn't
a
get the
good
assignment
list,
right.
but you failed.
Right. Well, I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck what you
did
think.
fail.
Your opinion means
You never
nothing to
do.
me.
You definitely
You
failed.
never do.
Right,
But,
come on, Chloe. See if you understood the assignment because I didn't.
She understood the assignment 45 minutes before we went live.
So I did my little AI Google search on my phone. with it,
Mhm.
Gemini.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Obviously, Logan got a little bit into it.
Wait, am I
And-
the only one that thought about this and put actual thought into it? Everyone used fucking Gemini.
Yeah,
I think you're
I told
fine.
you, it was a
What they
simple
even
thing to
told me
do.
do.
doesn't
I've been
have a
thinking
lot
about
of
this all afternoon.
Okay, well this is what Logan's put in.
Actually, as well.
So Logan's actually asked this question. Top 5 dinosaurs.
Oh, fucking great one.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
doesn't agree with them though,
Perfect.
so I'll give you his top 5 after. Okay.
Okay.
So undoubtedly, the top one is the king of the dinosaurs. What would it be?
T-Rex,
Tyrannosaurus
isn't
Rex.
it?
I mean, that's just
Usually we start at
even-
number 5 and work our way down, but that's
Ah.
whatever you can do, just to so.
Well, I don't know. It's just got top 5. It's just it doesn't tell me which one's what. I presume that's the best. All right. All right.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2, Triceratops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. I
I
can see
think
The
that.
they-
fact
go
that
for
we
the
know the
classics.
names of them, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're going for the classics. Let's be honest. All right.
Yeah.
Number 3, Stegosaurus.
I was about to say, I am a Stegosaurus.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Stegos. Can't really go wrong with one of them. My favorite is next, which I would agree with this one. Velociraptor.
Yeah, but Velociraptors are tiny.
Yeah, in real life. Oh, okay. Well, it's a Pyroraptor.
But they
that I
hunt in
like then.
packs.
I like the
Yeah.
Pyroraptor. Is my favorite, which is like a Velociraptor, but the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes for Diplodocus, which is obviously the
Really?
long-necked dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's kind of standard. what you'd
Bronchosaurus
expect,
isn't in
let's
there?
be
Or
honest.
Brachiosaurus? Oh,
Well,
interesting.
Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, very similar.
Oh, are they? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
felt
know.
Well, they're
I've
just
never
different
heard of them.
styles.
Bit
yeah,
racist
one's a
that,
bit more.
but you know.
One's a bit more upright, whereas the other one's a bit more lower. So Logan gave me his top 5 though,
Go on.
because he didn't quite agree with any of these, if I'm honest. So his top 5: Scorpius Rex,
That's
So,
number
one
1.
second. Scorpius Rex.
Scorpius
What
Rex.
the fuck? I'll have to
This is from the
Google.
newer films.
Oh, are they all made up now? Is it a made up?
2 of them
dinosaur,
are. 2 of them are made up, which is a Scorpius Rex. Yeah.
My God,
Okay.
that one's actually fucking terrifying.
Yeah, isn't it just? And he loves it. Okay, and then the next one is Indominus Rex, which
Yeah.
is the one from the film.
Well,
the
she's
white
definitely
one.
made up. It's not a real dinosaur, but okay.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, a real one, Therizinosaurus.
A what?
A Therizinosaurus,
Wow.
My fucking 1
which
second.
has got giant 3 claws. So like an omnivore thing. Yeah.
Okay. Don't even try to spell that. What's it called?
THE something. Therizinosaurus.
Cinsorius.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's quite
Oh.
scary, isn't it? It's got big claws.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
looks-
They're
Yeah,
all
this is
meat
like
eaters,
like
this
an
is
anteater
this is like the
at the same
Freddy
time.
Krueger of dinosaurs.
right. Next is a Suchomimus. He likes them.
Fuck.
Go on. Okay,
Yeah.
Asuka. What is it again?
Suchomimus.
How the hell do I
Suka.
spell that?
Mine.
Suco
go.
or Suca. Suchomimus.
Yeah, that looks
Okay,
alright.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
got a
that's,
nice
that's,
neat
that's the
jaw.
one where is that the one where it swallowed the
No, there'd be an underwater
No,
one.
you're thinking of Stegosaurus in the water, aren't you?
No,
Spinosaurus in the water.
Spinosaurus. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of, yeah.
It's quite a
Mhm.
similar face. It's quite a similar face. And his final one, which is undoubtedly his favourite, is a Carnotaurus.
Oh, there it goes. All you have to do is type out CAR and it pops
Yeah.
right up.
Yeah. How is
Okay,
it that I
that's
know
very
all
good.
these dinosaurs? I don't even have to Google them. I know what they look like.
That's pretty
Listen,
badass.
it's really cool, but I'm sorry, but this one has even tinier arms than the
Oh my
T-Rex.
god!
And this
know.
is
so
look
Oh
at
my
my
God,
little
why
arms.
even have
I can't
them?
do nothing
Have
with
you
them.
seen, that dinosaur thing they did with David Attenborough?
Nope.
Right, you need to search Carnotaurus dance with David Attenborough, right? Because obviously they go on the
Sounds
principle.
ridiculous.
Honestly, they go on the principle that they're like bird-like, so they would have done a dance. But because he's got like the tiniest little flappy arms, they've done like a blue bit, and then they've made him dance like a bird with his little arms going, ha, little jazz hands. My God, you need to watch it. I'll find you the link. Everyone needs to Google it, and if you've not seen it, it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm searching
absolutely.
this.
I'm sorry.
Can you see it?
I got little arms.
Can you see it? Obviously, for you people listening, you just need to search Carnotaurus
Yeah.
dance.
I
That's all
don't
you got to
even-
search.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at here. This is both the silliest and greatest thing I've ever seen in my
Are you
entire-
are you at 3 minutes and 47 seconds?
I'm not far off yet.
It looks like he wants to
like-
hug him. Oh my god. Oh,
But
okay.
how
Sorry.
cute
I'm
is
gonna
that
hug you with
dance?
my little arms. I mean, even the other dinosaurs looking at him going, "What the?"
Oh, I
fuck
feel
are
kind of
you
bad for him.
doing?"
Am I allowed to hit him? He's disabled. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
It's- yeah, so there you go. That's Carnotaurus, and yeah, that is his favorite. Even though it's got weird little arms.
He just might as well not have him.
Oh,
do with
I'll
them?
give him a hug.
He can't even clap. He can't even like.
No,
Those are just. It's like a wart. It might as well just be a wart. You can't do anything with it. You
I don't know
I
what the
mean? It's
purpose of them is. It's just like, why are they there? Other than to dance with, obviously.
just-
So there you go. Top 5 dinosaurs.
Oh, that was awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But there you go. Thank you very much. That's our new segment.
Maybe
we'll
to
do-
end
maybe
on
we'll
that
do it
way.
again. I kind of like it.
Let us know how this segment went. I mean, it went a bit downhill when I started laughing at something
Well,
no one else can see. Maybe David, you for the YouTube, you could just put a little clip of the dinosaur with a
No,
little.
search it. They can
No,
search
you
it.
guys just need to search it.
Yeah,
Just
let's
search
not make-
it.
let's
You
not
won't
give me
be.
more work than I need to.
You won't be
so-
disappointed. Let's be
Or
honest.
you watch if you are on YouTube, chances are you're not driving. All right, so go ahead and type it in yourself into a different tab. Don't like replace the tab that you're already watching us
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
because you
Keep
might not
us
come back.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have us giggling
Just-
about it at the same time you're giggling about it.
Someone's put in the comments of it. Watch this, Liz. You can actually pinpoint the second when the Carnosaurus's heart rips in half.
Yeah, because he gets turned down, the poor little guy. I'd be like,
Yeah.
that dance would be so cool.
Yeah, never heard of
Send
it.
that to Kel. Kel can watch that while she's next to me. Right. Should we end the show there? Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really know how
Let's
to
do it.
continue after that. It's
Yeah.
broken me.
That's the highlight of it.
Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how the fuck did you get this far? Don't know why I was so aggressive for that.
I
But
was,
yeah,
jeez.
I know. I liked it. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you, David. You're a gentleman.
You're very welcome, sir.
Hosts, obviously myself, Chloe, and David. I'm Tom. You've probably figured this one out by now. If you haven't, don't know how the fuck you've got here. Massive.
the outro. How did
know,
you
I
get
know.
this far?
Yeah, I know, yeah. It is actually, yeah. I completely forgot about that. Massive thanks to our Patreons. Our mega supporters got I'm Having an Orgasm, at both what I'm doing right now and the person that gives us money, which is really awesome. Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reaney, Miller, Phil Starkey, D, Stephen Patterson, Timo, and Trucker Nozza. Fucking legends. And we've also got Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil
Less
Rees,
of
and
legends. Just 50%.
yeah, they're just ledge. They're ledge. Aren't they?
Ledge.
Just ledges.
Yeah, we got a few ledges.
Yeah. And Danny Flynn, the Wanking Master. Amazing. Thank you so much. You ledges.
Yeah. We have
Legend.
I know we could plug stuff that we normally don't get to plug. We could add that to the list of stuff we're supposed to do.
Is it a game? Do you want to plug your game?
Of course I want to plug my game.
I'll plug your
on.
game
No one's
quickly.
heard of my game. All right,
Has
my game
anyone
is
made it this far to plug your game? But go for it.
Yeah,
Go on.
I did jump it in his top 10 or his top
Yeah,
6.
you did actually. Yeah, well played. Well
Yeah.
played.
Yeah. So yeah, again, it's called My Trucking Skills. If you're in Europe, which chances are you are, you can get My European Trucking Skills. You can get it on the phone. You can get it on your PC. Yeah, there you go.
But
That's
not
it.
on Switch. It's not on Switch.
No, not Xbox, not PlayStation. Yeah. So yep.
But it's on the Commodore 64. Weirdly,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
order a tape, and that will come out to your house. So yeah. Could you imagine? But yeah, thank you, and good night. Bye bye.